Welcome to Your Anime Senpais. I'm John.
And I'm Richard.
And this week we're going to be doing the reviews for Zombieland Saga Episode 3 and
Tensura Episode 3.
So
let's get started. Okay, John. So last episode in the Zombieland Saga, we had some like rap battles or something like that, didn't we?
Yeah, rap battles were the way to go last episode, and
is that the way of this episode?
Thankfully, no.
Oh,
so
okay, all right.
Even the girls in the show realized, and the manager realized that rap battles are not the way to become pop idols. So. Yeah, for some reason. But their new tactic, the manager introduced, was guerrilla shows.
Okay.
In the vein of guerrilla warfare shows. So they are going to have randomly, just random shows all over the place in the concrete jungle of Saga. So while they're preparing for this, that kind of seems to be their new approach to becoming idols, and I think it's going to be probably a more successful way to do this. So.
Okay. All right. Well, so do the girls agree? Do they like it? Do they dislike it? I mean, what's the how are their feelings on it? I guess.
Well, initially all of them love it. They're like, "Oh well, great. We're gonna try to be pop idols again.
Yeah.
We're gonna do pop songs." Well, that's their initial response, and then they're also told they have to do this tomorrow, so they have overnight to prepare. So. Once that initial excitement kind of quickly goes away, they're all but two of them are just super depressed. Like, what are we gonna do? We don't know what we're doing.
Right.
Anything about it. And there are two members that were previously pop idols. Well, they're like, well, I don't know about the other ones in the group, but we need to get started. We know what we need to do, but kind of takes them a while. But eventually, they do kind of get together and start trying to train. But their training is very unsuccessful. They're tripping over each other, and all this stuff goes on. So the two that were previously in the pop idol group, they see them tripping over each other. Like, no, I don't want no part in this. So they kind of walk out on them, and then the next day comes when they're actually gonna perform out on the street and the train station. They're the two to stay in the car, and of course it starts off pretty well. Their show starts off pretty well, and then they get to the complicated part of the routine, and they trip over each other, and they pick themselves up kind of and keep going. So then they get to another part. Well, the lead singer, she forgets her lines and freezes, and everyone's kind of looking at her, and as she puts her head down in fear. High point episode is the two girls in the car magically jump out and they save the routine and pick up, singing, and it's a huge success. And they end up having one audience member left over by the end of it. That's a little girl, and she's super into it, danced along with them, and it turned out really well.
Yeah, well, one audience member. Yeah. That's a start.
Yeah,
that's a start.
That's what we need. I mean, we started out with one subscriber,
right?
Probably.
Yeah, and then just kind of gradually make your way from there. So, I mean, that's the way to grow. But so, funny moments. You said there was you mentioned funny moments when you were watching the show. Is there still a lot of comedy? Still, is that still drawing you in?
Yeah, I mean, like I had kind of mentioned last episode that I possibly might not keep watching this just because it was kind of the rap battle really threw me off and the awkward humor. But this episode kind of drew me back in. It kind of made me think, well, okay, I'm kind of liking the way this is going. They didn't really lose focus, but they were just trying things that just didn't work. So they even realized it. And the comedy was, was pretty good. When they were talking about these guerrilla shows, the one zombie girl from the Meiji era, she's kind of like... yeah, I kind of like the idea of these zombie shows. They're kind of like getting a new samurai sword and just kind of testing them out on a random passerby.
Oh, so, yeah, because that's what I do.
So, yeah, I mean, they're just going to, literally attack people with their music. So, that was pretty good. And then kind of at the end of the episode, we had the one zombie, the girl that hadn't awakened. She, while they were naming the group, let's just back up and say that they were trying to come up with names for the group. And as they were passing the marker around, the one that hadn't awakened yet grabbed the marker, and her first instinct, you think that she's going to write something on the board because she holds it up, And no, she just pops it in her mouth, just starts sucking on it, and everyone just freaks out, and they're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! You can't do that. That's not good for you." And then another one stops and goes, "Wait, we're zombies. It's not really gonna hurt her." So
it's still kind of nasty though.
Yeah, it's still nasty. So the way they ended up going was they kept trying to come up with names for the groups, and eventually the girl that was sucking on the marker started sneezing up marker. For whatever reason, started sneezing up marker, and her sneeze was so cute that Franchouchou is now the group name, and it was
Franchouchou.
Yeah, so it was, that was her sneeze that she just kept doing over and over, and they were like, "That's so cute. Well, we got to have that as our name." So that was her contribution. So anyway, that not a whole lot happened, but that was a pretty decent episode, pretty fun episode, I'd say.
So still gonna watch it.
Still gonna keep watching it. Yeah. So
all
right. So Richard, for this week we had Tensura episode 3.
Yep.
And last week we kind of had this imminent attack by the dire wolves on the village, and how'd that go?
Really quick.
Really quick.
Yeah, really quick. I wouldn't even say like 5 minutes maybe. So one, I guess, nitpicky thing here is I remember in the manga it showed Rimuru kind of like setting up the defenses for the goblins, or actually not even for the goblins. Like he had the goblins set up a fence, but then it also shows him like reinforcing the fence with steel web, and shows him putting up the web all throughout the front of the village and everything. So yeah, like direwolves did not see it coming at all whatsoever. They just start charging in, then they start getting like either they get caught in the steel web and like pretty much just cut themselves, or they get shot by the golems. So it's like one of those two things, and then you have the direwolf leader. He starts charging in. He actually starts doing pretty good. He starts taking out the webbing and everything. He's charging
really quick too.
Yeah, no, he's just like he's like I could, probably because he saw the blood on the threads. So he's just like, okay, that's what I need to target. Rip that off, and now I'm gunning straight for you, slime, and then gets caught in the silky web. So he's just kind of hanging there, and then Rimuru's like, all right.
Swing.
Yeah. So I was actually really surprised by that. Like it actually showed him just slicing off that
for the tone of this show, right. that was an immediate like, that was surprising.
Right. Yeah. It just like this. Of course, it showed the shellette or whatever.
Yeah, the silhouette.
Yeah, sorry, silhouette. Just like, but still, it was pretty graphic. I was just like, wow. And it even showed his head just right there in a pool of blood. I was just like, wow, that's okay. I mean,
did I change? Is this Goblin Slayer?
apparently so. I mean, there are goblins, I guess, but no, it was the direwolves that got killed. But.
So how did the rest of the direwolves take this? Were they?
Well, apparently
wanting revenge, or
no? They basically just kind of sat there and just stared at it, and then Rimuru was just like, "Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat this, consume it, cast mimic on myself, become a direwolf, and just tell them to go away." And that had the opposite effect, and now they're just like, "You're our leader now, so that's cool." And it's just like, okay, so. Everybody's friends.
All right. So yeah, they're all friends now, and I think even in the group meeting they had, they were all just kind of blended all together and just hanging out, buddy.
Out,
not even attacking each other, eating each other.
No grudges at all whatsoever. Apparently, like we may have killed some of your goblin friends, but we're all cool, right? Yeah. But I guess in the face of this really powerful slime. It's like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Too. So,
and the goblins are probably just like, or rather, Rimuru was just like, don't be violent, guys. Everything's cool. You guys are cool now, and they're probably just like,
oh, okay,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
So, but that's that. It was a really quick battle, and just kind of just done like that.
So, so just like how they had a quick battle. They had a pretty quick evolution process whenever they got their naming thing was done.
Right. So if you remember last episode when Rimuru and the dragon, they gave each other names, and then you saw Rimuru just kind of transform, had a little bit of a gold aura to him. Maybe went to Super Saiyan level 2. I don't know, but
maybe.
But I'm sure a lot of people were just kind of like, oh well, he just got super excited or something. But in reality, giving a creature a name makes them evolve, makes them become more powerful. Which if you really think about it, makes sense. Like if you go against like random goblin 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever, and it's just like they usually don't really matter. But then when you go against like this
hobgoblin, maybe
like this named goblin, like Ragnarok the Destroyer or something. They're usually more powerful, and so I guess in this world, you give something a name, it becomes more powerful. And you got to think too, Rimuru just got this name from a dragon who's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
So you got to imagine he was probably already pretty OP when he had the Great Sage.
Yeah, the Great Sage, and he ate all those crystals.
Right, but now he's even more powerful because now he's got a name from a dragon. So that's a
good point. Yeah.
So now he's even more OP of a slime than he was before.
Nice.
So.
All right. So overall, what do you think of the episode then?
I thought it was really good. I'm really excited to see what the Dwarven. How they're going to do the Dwarven arc.
Yeah, me too. I'm really looking forward to how the dwarves are represented because I don't know if they're going to have a different take on it or not because I don't know nothing about it. So yeah, looking forward to that.
We'll see you next episode.
Well, guys, that's our review for these 2 shows this week, and glad you could watch it with us. And have a good day.
See ya.
So yeah, that's possibly the best anime I've ever seen.
The best.
Yeah, the best. You need to check it out.
Okay, you know what? I'll check it out right this second.
Okay,
right now.
Let's go watch it then.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go watch it, guys.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, hey. If you like this video, go down there and hit the like button.
And you know what? While you're there, there's a subscribe button and a notification button. So whenever we post a video, you guys will be notified.
Yeah. And even further below, that's our comment section. So go down there, share your thoughts on this video, and let us know what you thought about it. And give us some feedback.
Yeah, but please just keep the spoilers to a minimum, please.
Yeah, and thank you guys for watching.
We'll see you next time.